Welcome back, everybody, to the second season of Hollywood World. That's right, I thought it was going to be canceled, but it's not. So, that's good. We got a new title along with a new intro and outro. We will start with a recap of the 2019 summer box office, which was bigger than last year, which was not surprising considering we had some big movies debut this year. Lion King roared over $1 million, which was surprising due to the fact that it was a shot-for-shot remake of the original. Toy Story 4 was a big story which made fans angry or loved the film, and I have to be on the bad side considering they made it even more heartthrob and they should have just left it at 3 movies. Sony just broke its own record with Spider-Man Far From Home being its biggest box office movie yet, beating Skyfall, and rest assured, he's still in the MCU. Speaking of MCU, Avengers Endgame is the highest grossing movie in the world. About time. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, wow, what a coincidence, had its biggest opening weekend ever for a Tarantino film, and it's definitely worth it. I have seen it, and it is amazing. Then the sequel in September to the horror classic from Stephen King's It came It Chapter 2, where 27 years later, the kids, all grown up, must come back to fight Pennywise once again. I know I talked about this in my previous episodes. Sadly, it did not live up to its expectations, as its previous installment did. You should go see it for yourselves and see if it was really good or not. My advice? Ignore the second movie and just imagine the first as a standalone. Alright, that's just my advice, people. Alright, let's talk about future movies. Joker's coming out today, or Friday, October 4th, whenever this podcast comes on. The Jay and Silent Bob reboot is coming out on October 15, 2019, and is making fun of reboots, remakes, and sequels, which is pretty ironic considering it is a reboot, remake, and sequel tied up into one. Then Frozen 2, the sequel nobody asked for except Disney because, money, is coming out in November. To be honest, the only sequel I really want is a sequel to Big Hero 6 of Disney, so come on Disney. Terminator Dark Fate is coming out in November and is supposed to be a direct sequel to T2 Judgment Day, ignoring the other 3 movies after T2, just like Halloween. Just like Halloween in 2018, taking place after the first Halloween, and apparently landing sequels in 2020 and 2021, making it a perfect trilogy. Let us see how Dark Fate turns out to be. James Cameron is on board, so let us see how that turns out to be, because he was the reason the Terminator franchise was so good in the first place. The Jumanji The Next Level, direct sequel to Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, and the unofficial sequel to Robin Williams' Jumanji. The trailer looks amazing and has a twist which is different from Welcome to the Jungle, and it should turn out pretty good because, Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson is in it. Everybody hopes Kevin Hart makes it out perfectly after the car crash. Then Star Wars Rise of Skywalker is coming to an end, wrapping up the original George Lucas' saga. And sequels are coming out in the future, with Marvel's Kevin Feige on board, that takes place in a different galaxy, and supposedly Palpatine is back and Rey is evil. Can't wait for that. Let's see what's going to happen there. And alright, that wraps up episode 1. Next week we're going to talk about Disney Plus and whatever you guys want to talk about. Just tweet The Advocate or tweet me or whatever you want on the next episode. See ya.